So, this week I've been thinking a lot about how me and Miriam's relationship, my dog Miriam, not a small child or anything else like that, who is like off screen right now, so I'm like gently like petting her little face as I talk. Our relationship has been, in many ways, like I always think of like the phrase of like she's never necessarily done or been what I wanted, but she has always been who I needed. If that makes any sense. In so much of our life and relationship. But I was thinking about this particular story this morning and today about how so when I first adopted her, and then I found out she was deaf, I was like really obsessed with like learning about like dog training, blah blah blah. And I read this kind of like, I recognize now, like a toxic dog training manual. And one of the things I said is that in order for your dog to be able to obey you better, you should never let them on your furniture or your bed with you, because it makes you equals and not necessarily like your dog just won't like listen to you correctly. And when I was thinking of a safety perspective with Miriam of like, what if I give her a hand signal and she's just like, we're equals, I'm not going to listen to you. And then something bad would happen. So I was like, oh my gosh, like I'll just follow that. As well as my dog that I had before Miriam was Buddy, and Buddy like didn't know how furniture functioned or worked. Like you could put him on the couch, you could put him on a bed, and he'd just be like utterly panicked, not able to handle it, did not like it. So I'd also, kind of gotten used to not having, to clean animal fur off of furniture. And so, Miriam comes along, toxic dog training, blah, 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 blah. I was like, this is how our life is going to be. Little did I know that Miriam is a level 5 clinger, which is the highest level that anyone can achieve when it comes to clinginess. And she didn't just want to like be on the furniture with me, she wanted to like sit on me. She's always wanted to be in my lap. But I was also like unsure, like when she was first a puppy, like how do I deal with this, trying to be the best owner I could be. And I remember eventually like she did wear me down when it came to like couches and chairs and stuff, because she just constantly was just like, I just want to be with you, I just want to snuggle with you. And then of course one time we went to my mom's house and she saw my mom's dog Xena, who's one of her best friends, was allowed on the furniture, and Miriam was like, the whole time, you serious? So it was not a winning battle when it came to Miriam being on the couch with me. Like she was just like, I'm gonna be on the couch with you and we're gonna snuggle and you're gonna love it. And I was like, I do though, this is great, I love snuggling on the couch with you. But I was very firm, and I was like, no, my bed, like you can't sleep in my bed with me. I am like obsessed with sleep hygiene because I have like some big like sleeping issues. Like it takes me forever to fall asleep, but when I do, I'm like out like a light. Well, Miriam, in her quest to constantly be touching me at all times, discovered that when I would sleep at night, I had her little bed by my bed. So, she had her comfy little Tempur-Pedic dog bed. She would realize like at a certain point, like I would fall asleep and she could get up and she could get in the bed and she could snuggle with me and I wouldn't wake up. So that is what like she started doing, where the second she'd realize like I was asleep, she would jump in bed and cuddle with me, and I'd wake up and be like, I'm so warm and cozy, what is Miriam? And I'd like kick her out of bed and da-da-da. And this was going on for like months. With me, for some reason, I was like, I will not back down. The bed is my bed and you've got your bed. Well, then I got into my series of car accidents. And I remember one night I had been tossing and turning for hours trying to fall asleep. I was in so much pain, but I was so tired. I just couldn't get to sleep, and this, that, and the other thing. And and then Miriam jumped into bed with me. And I was like lying on my side, and she curled up along my back. So we were back to back. And I was getting ready to, get up and be like, get out of bed, do our routine, blah, blah, blah. And there was just something about her like laying there, and I just like rested. And it was so comfortable. And there wasn't the pain I was experiencing. And her and I were just back to back, and I was like resting on her, and I was like, oh my gosh. And then I fell asleep. I fell asleep within seconds. And, I woke up the next morning, and I'm kind of, still back to back with Miriam, fully rested. And I was like, this one time, whatever. The next night, same thing. Night after that. And it definitely became this like, there's so much of like what I wanted, what I imagined, of so much of whatever. And Miriam was like, no, that's what you want, but what you need is me. And now like to this day, like there's this joke in my family of like, Miriam, I cannot fall asleep now if Miriam isn't snuggled in my bed with me. like I can't. She is my my little sleepover buddy, aren't you, boo? And it really makes me laugh and smile, because I think, like I said, it's like the theme of our relationship of like, it's never been what I've necessarily wanted, you know, my perfect vision, but she's always been what I've needed. And she's definitely helped me learn and grow. And this morning when I like woke up, she was doing this thing where like she likes to sometimes like sleep nose to nose with me. And I woke up and I was just like, this is great. A little puppy breath right in the morning, like, ugh. But then I really started thinking, like, you know what, this is really great. Puppy breath right in the morning. I've got my snuggly little buddy, and she's so sweet and so good. And I am so lucky and so blessed. And I'm so happy that my dog sleeps in her, like, in our bed. I don't know, it's just something else kind of like thinking about today. I hope that like makes sense and all that good stuff. But yeah, a snugglebug. Oh, she's so cute. Okay, I'll show you guys. She's so cute. Look at her all snuggled in a chair that's technically not for her, but she was sitting here with her little nose touching my knees right there, because she's like, no, 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 we must touch at all times. The most snuggliest, bestest girl in the world. Anywho, I hope you have a great day with your own pets. Talk to you later. Bye.